So, J.K. Rowling has addressed the calls to fire Paapa Essiedu from the Harry Potter Max TV series. She addressed these, and this is the the news story here. J.K. Rowling has addressed calls to fire Paapa Essiedu from the series, and fans have launched a campaign to remove Paapa Essiedu from the upcoming Max Harry Potter series due to his past public support for trans rights, and they want J.K. Rowling to join the movement. Mark Julian writes, fans of the iconic Harry Potter franchise are on the brink of a new chapter as Warner Brothers Discovery officially greenlights a live-action TV series based on J.K. Rowling's 7 beloved novels. Set to debut on Max, the ambitious project is planned to span several years, with each season devoted to faithfully adapting one book from the original saga. Unlike the film adaptations, the series will take full advantage of television's extended format, offering a deeper, more immersive dive into the intricate plots and magical world that Rowling created. A release date has not been confirmed. Casey Bloys, chairman and CEO of HBO and Max Content, has emphasized the studio's commitment to authenticity and storytelling true to the source material. This new Max original series will dive deep into each of the iconic books that fans have cherished for years. Bloys said during the announcement, with a devoted creative team, we'll finally be able to explore the depth and detail of these beloved stories through the long-form storytelling that television makes possible. While excitement for the TV show is starting to build, one fan worry is centered around the involvement of the creator of the franchise. Despite growing anticipation for the Harry Potter TV series, some fans worry about J.K. Rowling's executive producer role due to her controversial stance on transgender rights. However, she's taking a somewhat surprisingly tolerant approach in her response to fan cries for Paapa Essiedu, the actor who portrays Snape in the upcoming Max series, to be fired over his previous support of transgender rights. On social media, Rowling stated, I don't have the power to sack an actor from the series, and I wouldn't exercise it if I did. I don't believe in taking away people's jobs or livelihoods because they hold legally protected beliefs that differ from mine. Some fans are reportedly more upset by Paapa Essiedu, who's a black actor portraying a traditionally Caucasian character from the books. They are allegedly attempting to leverage J.K. Rowling's views on trans rights to have the author call for his removal, but Rowling seems to be disregarding this. In addition to Snape, the Max series will star, yada, yada, yada. We all know that. All right, Steph. So I know that when we have these conversations and, Mike usually will lay into J.K. Rowling. To me, she says the right thing. She said the right thing in this tweet. She said the right thing. I told you guys I've been really focusing in on health. I've been trying to make sure that I'm eating the right stuff. And Factor has made that very simple for me. You got to make it your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor, because eating well has never been this easy. You just heat up, you enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and they're ready to eat. They're perfect for any active lifestyle. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It is easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. I have been loving what Factor has been providing to me. Like I told you, I have my live show. I go to the gym. I come back. I have something great. They have protein meals. They have a lot of different things. It just goes right to the style that you're looking for. Because if you want to get healthy stuff on the go, feeling good, you get Factor. And you can get started at factormeals.com/Christian50off and use that code Christian50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Christian50off at factormeals.com/Christian50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Actually hysterical that the fans are worse than JK, who has become a true villain. Like, that is crazy that she's like, I'm not a racist. I just am a turf. I don't think that you should be fired. That's crazy.
I think she said the same thing though too here, what she said, right? Where I think that everybody should look at this as well. And this to me is an internet thing more than just specific to this topic. She said, I don't believe in taking away people's jobs and having people fired because of having opposing views. I echo those stances. I echo that. I think that it is in everybody's right that if you do not like her stance and the way that she talks about the subject and the things that she has said, you have every right to say, well, I do not, and I will not support the stuff that she's in, no matter who's in it. I'm not going to watch the show. You have every right to do that. You do not have a right to say she should leave the show. She should be fired. She should do this. It's an opposing point of view from yours. It's opposing point of view from a lot of the stuff she said, a lot of opposing view from mine, opposing view from Steph's, opposing view from Mike's. I do not believe she should be removed. I know that she should be fired. And I'll be honest, I think that her stance and things that she said are a lot of different things that she has said has been irresponsible. I think that to a lot of people, obviously hurtful. I disagree with you. I don't think she's a villain. I don't think she's a villain. I think she holds her thoughts and what she is. I think she has very different way conservative points of views. And I think that there's a difference. I think people throw around, and I'm not speaking specifically to you, but I think a lot of times people throw around evil. People throw around those things. Like evil is like Jeffrey Epstein. That's evil, right? Jeffrey Dahmer, evil. Why does it mean Jeffrey's evil? Evil.
Right.
But like, I think you could go into a whole different conversation with this, but I think she's 100% right when she says, the guy doesn't have the same point of view as I do. Why am I going to fire him? I think that a lot of people are up in arms that he is, that he's black. I think that's what it is. I've said this many times over. If he's a good actor for this role, who cares? Who cares? So I don't know. Thoughts on all that?
Yeah, I think that the reason why I've become calling JK a villain is because she has such power and she has so much range and she has completely she's done this fear-mongering campaign.
Yeah.
And me as a woman, I have never in my life been afraid of a trans woman or have
Right.
lost something because of a trans woman. So for her to instill this fear over a percent of the population that is so minimal and just wants to exist, and so much so that the UK has now started interjecting more laws taking away trans rights. So she is inflicting harm onto others, and
Okay.
it's not physical, but word of mouth, like we've been talking about, really matters. So to me, that makes her a villain, because you're harming people who are completely innocent and just want to exist. But I agree in the sense, I don't think she should be forced to be off Harry Potter. She created it. I do. Is there an irony in the fact that she created a story that has made people feel seen and protected, and that good wins over evil, and now they feel like the person who created that doesn't stand for anything that
Right.
she wrote?
Totally. And
So
even
I get them being like, can you not? But yeah, you can't force. That's her work.
Yeah, and I said, and by the way, someone said she's not a killer, but she's still, her words have harm and hurt. That's exactly how I opened my thing. That's exactly what Melissa. That's exactly what I said to open. I said she has caused pain. She has been sensitive. She has said things 1,000%. But I just feel like that's what sometimes. And again, not to use Melissa, like, but there are times that people don't hear the other side of it. It's like there's always this really deep conversation that I had one time with Ryan Satin, right? Let me ask you a question, Steph, and this is the same question that I asked Ryan. So if there was somebody in general that from all of their life and the people that they were around was a good person, really good things, always helping people, and then that person committed a heinous crime, murder of, let's say, just a horrendous crime. You'd have to know the situation more, I think, to get a full breakdown of this. But is it possible that because that person did one of the most evil acts ever, is that person's soul, is that person in general, is that person an evil person, or was that a very evil act that person did in that moment, and will always be an evil act, and will be always remembered for that, and will be tainted for that forever? But is it possible for someone who wasn't evil to just do an evil act, and then that is the person's, how you always remember them?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Right.
I think it's absolutely, there's a difference between an evil act and an evil person. I think the latter being way more rare than an evil act, because everybody has the ability, if push comes to shove, if you're oppressed enough, if you're abused enough, or whatever got you there, you could do, like if you mess with my family, I could probably go places that I didn't know existed. So
Right.
yeah, I do think it's possible for sure.
Yeah, it just depends on what it was. I mean, but there's difference also what we're saying, right? It's like an act of revenge, an act of temporary insanity, and things of that nature. It's a longer conversation in general. It's a
Yeah.
deeper conversation that we usually get on in these shows, but nonetheless, I'm so curious to hear what people are going to say about this one. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.